place? It is indeed. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we are live in the second semi-final of the day. In the north side, a tournament warrior and GCS1 champion, it's Luvnest. In the south side, an auto match contender who's played hundreds upon hundreds of hours in the past month. He's attained #1 in 3 of the 5 factions, and he's a damn good player in his own right. It's the Kimby man, he's calling himself here. I don't know what that's about. It's Kimbo Mad Slice, he's better known as. He's a great young prospect from Poland, and he's up against the warrior from Germany. Luvnest himself is going as his trusted Soviet faction on Crossing in the Woods, and Kimbo's going as the OKW, which I believe he currently occupies the #1 spot. But Luvnest does not care about auto match rankings right now. He cares about winning GCS2 and winning that huge trophy that sits beside me that you may have seen on stream earlier on. Let's talk a little bit about the tactics and capping orders. We're going for Luvnest with the M3. Great for this map. It's got loads of traversing roads. And it's a good counter to OKW if you can get it to work. It forces the OKW player often to go for that Rakettenwerfer, which, as we all know, costs 270 manpower in the early game. Or they try and wait till Luke's and they're penned back. Or they try and get lucky with a nice shoe mine. I wonder if Kimbo knows what Luvnest is going for. Another thing to think about in terms of meta is that Kimbo, of course, choked in the last tournament. He's a great player, but he didn't play well against Von Ivan in that quarter-final, did he? No, he did not. He was all over the place, quite frankly. I actually co-commentated it with Kimbo on my stream. We had a little look at it together, and he was of the same opinion. He was like, yeah, to be fair, I was ready to defend myself, but no, I can't defend that. That's absolutely terrible. And he was right, it was. And that can happen. The occasion can affect you. Taking the garrison here to defend himself against the penals in the scout car. Just realised my stream currently says drunk stream or something. I'll change my title to GCS2 semi-finals live. That'll do. It's pretty Spartan, but it'll have to do, unfortunately. Stern Pioneers. Losing a model, wow. It's the combat engineers who get behind the tree and maybe even cap one more. Nah, they in turn lose one of their own. 3 coming to mitigate, reversing its ass, and Kimbo knows it, gets out of there.
Strafbat needs orders.
Another Strafback or Strafniki or Penal Battalion, whatever you want to call them. They're damn good at firing those rifles. They're possessed by the willingness to reclaim their honor for whatever reason. Look at this M3. Look at that for aggression. Getting it right deep up and in there and cutting off this coveted fuel. It does have a shoe mine in front of it, but won't matter now because he's been cut off at the stem. And the flower's wilting away. And use that juicy potassium. This is taking a good cover position. Doesn't matter because the combat engineer is getting out of there. Nice push away there. It is the 2 combat engineer build with the 2 penals M3. This is Luvnest's go-to at the moment. It's heating up. And it's getting stronger for Luvnest. This guy has timed everything perfectly. Initially given #1 seed in the GCS system, he has fallen a little bit, but that's only because he himself has been shaking off rust and improving every single week to get back to his former position of being the best player in the game. A little bit of commentary. I'm probably just going to cast the 1 game on my own stream whilst Dan and the referees talk about the map, etc. But if anybody in the chat could say how the game volume is relative to the sound of my beautiful voice, that would be very appreciated. Just want to know if you can hear both in good amounts. That's all I want to know, really. And that one. Look at these Focus Grenadiers massing. Kimbo's surviving, though. He's capped the eastern fuel. He's still well in this. Both well in this in good amounts. Oh, mine finally goes off to the best possible target for Luvnest. Only 2 combat engineers biting the dust there. Conscript out just to help with capping. Doesn't want another elite unit because of the drain, etc.
The sector is finished. This now belongs to the people and workers of the Soviet Union. This is it.
Stone Pioneers are massing with the Phoenix Grenadiers. Where are they going to push? Are they going to go for the munitions and the fuel? Going to try and get a Faust off on this M3? No, they're going to diverge. Phoenix Grenadiers, sorry, the Stone Pioneers going for the cover. The Phoenix Grenadiers going for the Faust. They get it. M3 looks done for. Few Car 98 shots to finish it off. There you go. Penal Battalion now evacuated and on foot. Those lazy bastards. Firing through the trees. They're getting good shots in. Oh, look at this blobberino. 15 models.
Infantry attacking in force. Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital.
Healing up in the Soviet base. A little bit late for Luvnest. It seems he preferred to get a conscript out than keep his other squads healed, and I think that's a valid decision. I must say, this is absolutely beautiful by Kimbo. He's using an adhesive tactical battle group formation. 3 squads on 1 control group, acting as 1 unit. It's very StarCraft-like, and of course, as we all know, StarCraft is the superior RTS, and I'm sure many of you StarCraft fans are loving this incredible use of tactics and incredible ability by
The enemy
Kimbo.
is encroaching on our territory.
Flak half-track was the choice. You don't see that every day anymore. It's been Luke's seemingly quite a lot recently.
Luftwaffe reports Fallschirmjäger ready for deployment.
Fallschirmjäger's the choice for Kimbo. That's interesting. And Luvnest has gone for tank hunter tactics. Wow, wow, wow. Let's have a little look at that. So that's PTRS on the conscripts, PMD mines, ambush tactics via Zis guns, etc. The howitzer, should you want it. Of course, the PTAB.
Volksgrenadier are on the line.
Meanwhile, Luftwaffe, from those that didn't watch a lot in 2015 when it was the the OKW commander of choice, it's all about those heavy fortifications, Stuka smoke reconnaissance, Fallschirmjägers, I pretty much probably know that, and Valiant Assault, and of course airborne assault. So, very interesting abilities. Stormless is probably my bad or somebody's bad. I don't know whose fault it is. Maybe the players. We just don't know. But they're playing on a map that Stormless doesn't have access to for whatever reason, because the auto match version of Crossroads is not fit for 1v1 tournament play right now, as it's got the 2v2 position. So the refs and Stormless, if you can just catch the players in between games and figure out which map you want them to play on, I'm sure they'll rematch on a map that's your choice. I think it's in everybody's interest that the players are fine competing right now. We don't want them to have to replay after this is finished, because they will put in their hearts into winning in this game, and it's very valid to them. And they've entered into it on their agreement that this was the map they were going to play on, so nobody called them out on it at the time. It was publicly available to myself and the other referees, so we'll just let them play, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Nice Sturmgewehr's first uploaded there, and we've got the Rakettenwerfer coming out. Stormless, you're here in spirit. You say it's a shame it looks like a great game to cast. It is. I'm casting it. It's great. I'm loving it. Woo! Look at all these cameras. I can do it just like you can. Look at this beautiful line of sight into this flag. That is fantastic. Really like it. Nice suppression by the 251. Tank hunter conscripts coming into view. I tell you what, there's a possible ICAB award. I mean, sorry, Coco Jumbo award winner here. But look at this PTRS conscript. If he hits the P-tab, you've got to say that would be hilarious, and a huge shift in meta, because this is a semi-final of GCS. Kimbo has every right to be here. He may not be a household name in the tournament scene, but he's #1 in 3 of the 5 factions right now, and he's a fierce player. Helping Hands respects him, and has touted him as a number 5 contender, a top 5 contender. Having beaten Hellbound 20 times. What a beautiful game. What a wondrous and magnificent game this is shaping up to be. Mainly due to the commander choices. I'm quite happy with them, to be fair. I mean, Stormus, if you're here, you're more than welcome to come and chat about strategy a little bit, about what you see in the commanders, etc. Just remember that we're 15 seconds behind, of course. He's gone now. He's watching this the pre-game of the World Cup, probably, or something.
Heavy machine gun group ready for action.
Joking, of course. Warner Dunn's fully committed to the course. T-70's out. Using a little bit of suppression there. I know it wasn't suppression in that sense, but it's more just being able to push away the unit. A 4-man squad running away is a good thing. That's great. It means you've got this victory point in this fuel. You're now able to plant this mine. And it's all because of that T-70. Also now stopping this mine from being capped. Sorry, this mine from being capped.
Supply hub Keter is ready for orders.
What's surely to become the Schwer Panzer headquarters is out. Oh! Stern Pioneers in a bit of dire straits here along the narrow passage. Oh! Huge shot at max range. Now they turn their attention to the T-70, to the MG-34, to the T-70 crewmen. I want to say 3-man crew on the T-70, surely couldn't fit many more. Back in base they go.
Assembled and ready.
Brave OKW soldiers fighting a lost cause in the later years of the war. Sniper out for Luvnest. There we go. Flak off track poking its ugly head out. Oh, Cooper says it's a 2-man crew. It's amazing how they managed to operate it. You know, race after people and shoot them at the same time, almost as though it's not strictly historically authentic. But, never mind, don't worry. It is only game why you have to be med.
Contact! Small arms fire!
First Grenadiers getting deep in there. Stern Gavez. Just doing enough to push them away. You don't want to tango, even if there is medium cover available. You don't want to. Don't want to get in there. Sniper's gotten its maiden kill. He has. It is a male. I can tell the sex of a sniper. It's my speciality party trick. Some people can do vols and ferrets. I can tell the sex of a sniper. It's all about this little nub here on his lapel. Oh, beautiful shot on the MG-34. Flak off track comes in to mitigate. Further punishes the conscripts. 3 kills and counting. Meanwhile, the T-70 on the west side, again pushing away a 4-man Volksgrenadier. And just giving Luvnest great map control. I believe we're going to see what Kimbo sees from the follow camera position with a little bit of fog of war. Nice, Faust, just so AE can drink some coffee. Rakettenwerfer has been wiped. I've necked that coffee, by the way. I'm going to be fully caffeinated now.
The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
Rakettenwerfer on the full retreat there. Got deep in there on the T-70. Faust went in. But fortunately, thanks to the penals, the Rakettenwerfer was decrewed. Flak off track coming in to punish the penals. Luvnest might be regretting not getting an Su-76 now. Stern Pioneer has gone down in the meantime. Disaster for Kimbo strikes on multiple angles. Oh, the MG-34's been stolen as well. Luvnest goes in from multiple angles. That was awesome by Luvnest. He's managed to reclaim the Rakettenwerfer, but at what cost? Look at the losses here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the graphs. He was in an authoritative lead. And for an OKW player, by the way, if the graph is equal, it means he's losing. They start ahead. So if you put your thumb up to the graph, he's a thumb down right now. God, that was awesome by Luvnest. I feel sorry that I took that moment to drink some coffee because that was the moment! And that was a huge grenade assault by the 251 half-track. Luvnest firing on all cylinders here. Firing with multiple RPG grenades there. Well, they call that, of course, not rocket-propelled. They're certainly hand-propelled, but they do the work. Kimbo on life support. Stern Pioneer rebuilt. Destroying the weapon. Go the tank hunters. Surely they can hit that. They're missing. How are they missing? You can hit that. Easy. Oh, T70 will finish it for you, surely. Help them out, T70. This is embarrassing. No. Shaking his head. In shame. Just have the tank hunter package offering camouflage there and taking full advantage. No, he finally destroys it. Coach Grenadier is coming out for revenge for Kimbo. He needs it because he's in a decisive weak position right now, having lost his crew weapons and gifted that tier 1 Soviet player a very important MG34. 6-man squad, of course, harder to kill. Not the best MG in the game, but still he'll be happy to have it. It's very much like a Maxim now, really. Bit of a larger cone of fire, though. I mean, look at that. That is the most unflankable MG in the game. We've got the MG34 cone of fire and a 6-man squad. That is just ungodly. You won't see that go back into Kimbo's hands, saving fortune. Valiant assault kicks in. Kimbo needs to get back on the battlefield, and he knows it. He's suffering right now, so he's having to valiantly assault. And he's sandbagged Luvnest. That is heinous. Barbaric. Oh, disastrous for Luvnest. He made the V, and he trapped him in. And he denied the retreat. He could have vaulted, by the way, but I think the retreat mechanic may have kicked in, unfortunately, for Luvnest. And he was able to evade, finally, but by that point, there was only one man left. People may ask me why that is allowed in the tournament. For one thing, none of the players complained before the tournament started and Kimbo started to do it to them. It was one of the permitted exploits, so, you know, there was a little bit of time that they could have come forward and said, I'm not sure about that one, eh? Could we have a talk, maybe have a vote? That didn't happen, so we're now in this situation, it is allowed. But I will say this, Luvnest won ESL Cups and Majors exploiting tripwire flares on doorways. So you'd put a tripwire flare on a doorway, and when the squad comes out, it exploits the fact that they are momentarily up in 1 pixel of space. And whilst this is, by the way, in 2016, and they don't do it anymore, they actually exit in turn, but they used to exit and stand in one place for a moment. And what used to happen is a 10 munition tripwire flare would wipe the entire squad. This was found out during ESL, and Luvnest, and I do not disrespect this for him, Luvnest won many ESL Cups and a lot of money using that exploit. Jesulin, the person that awaits these players in the final today, used an exploit during ESL where he rammed buildings with a T70 in a certain space. There was like a space on Feynmanville where you rammed the building here. It was a full health building. It destroyed 100%. And he used it in ESL, unleashed it against Bo3 famously in the January Cup and won.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
I'll let you take that into account. Basically what I'm saying is sometimes exploits and bugs are part of this game. Players that are very famous and highly honourable have used them. And in this case, Kimbo, who does have a bit of a reputation for being a troll, is using one. So we can't judge Kimbo just because he's a troll in chat for using an exploit in a tournament. That's all I'm trying to say. If it's allowed, it's allowed. And if the players didn't want it, we might have a revote before GCS2. Sorry, there's a game to cast. I just thought I'd say that publicly, though, because loads of people have queried me and the refs this week. And I thought I'd just go on a pedestal to explain why we're in this situation. Tripwire flare, talking of which, first Grenadier loses a model, 10 munitions. T-70's got onto 6 6 kills there. Panzer IV on the launch, on the warpath, sniper having to retreat. No, I mean before the live tournament, Dixon. We wouldn't change it in the middle of the qualifiers. We'd let the players vote on it. Never change things during tournaments, that'd be crazy. Rakettenwerfer comes into play.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Stormless, there was a map issue, so he's not here right now, but this game is fantastic. I mean, let me get back into casting mode and get off my soapbox for a moment. I'm very sorry about that, guys, if you didn't want to listen to me chat rubbish. The SU-85 is building for Luvnest. This is a fantastic unit. He's gotten tier 4 up, and he's in decisive control right now. Don't forget that this Panzer IV is heavily countered by the fact that there's this conscript squad with the ability to launch AT grenades at it. And there's the ability, of course, for any of the other PTRS, sorry, the Penals to get PTRSs. There's quite a few mines on the field. I don't even have to look for them. I just know it's Luvnest. There will be mines on the field. The final of this qualifying tournament will be live today. That's right. We're going to have a break for the World Cup, and then we're going to come back for the final later. Very exciting stuff. We will leave chat up for the World Cup, and you will be able to watch both. Well, watch the World Cup and then come back and watch the final, I mean.
We are losing territory.
Kimbo's staying in this one, though, ladies and gentlemen. He may be down on victory points, but he's battling hard. There's one of the mines, by the way. 2. Look at that. So many mines to talk about.
Ready, it is finished. We need replacements.
STGs. Going to the fuel. There's mines waiting for them there too. There's mines everywhere. T-70 eats a Rakettenwerfer shot. It's going to survive there. It'll be fine. No snares on the horizon. Sniper, by the way, if you're wondering, he's only got on 18 kills, which isn't that much considering he's relatively unopposed. I mean, all you can really do against a sniper on crossing in the woods if you don't have a sniper yourself is hope to get some kind of crazy flank on him, which is really difficult to pull off because of how open the map is. Oh my lord, what a wipe! What the hell was that? That was what Kimbo needed. That was a big one. Kimbo's pushing hard for this east side. Needs to watch out for mines though. SU-85 is perfectly positioned. Look at this line of sight. Self-focusing, of course, or self-spotting. Kimbo is on the assault though. Mine goes off just as well because, to be honest, that SU-85... Oh, he's going to go for it. Is he?
Is he?
No, he's not. Rapido repairs on that Stern Pioneer. It's going to be back in action in no time. Had a tripwire flare go up here, by the way. Nice Faust off on the SU-85. That'll keep his Panzer IV. Just had a Soviet squad die. I believe that was a combat engineer getting wiped. It's not looking good for Luvnest all of a sudden. Kimbo on aggression. By the way, this is the lines of sight of the MGs, just to keep you. It starts around here. He's just on the cusp, Kimbo. Oh, he was so close. He wanted to get a crazy double Faust off on the SU. He wasn't able to do that. And now he's just getting pulverized. But he did have the Rakettenwerfer in tow. Wasn't successful for Kimbo. And back to base he'll go. In Polish, he'll probably say no. Or Sukubliet. Which is Russian, isn't it? Cholera Hlaraza, that's Polish swearing. There you go. It means wish cholera upon you, or just like basically. If you say cholera in Polish, it's swearing you go cholera. That's what all the old people tend to say. Kurwa is obviously a famous one. More famous one, anyway. Famous myth about the Polish in World War II is that they attacked tanks on cavalry. And they did do that, but they actually took out a surprising amount of Wehrmacht tanks. Panzers, rather, in that assault on Poland. It is quite staggering, actually, and made the Wehrmacht worry a little bit.
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
A lot of anti-tank rifles put to good use. Nice flank on the 6-man unflankable MG34, I called it earlier in the game. Oh, look at this valiant assault. T-70, watch out, yo. MG34 nowhere to be seen. And he's run back. He runs away. Oh, God, that's dangerous. Mike, thank you. I'll turn myself up. Thank you for that. There you go. A bit louder now. Thank you, Jahal. Didn't need that kind of thing. Panzer IV pushing in. Second Panzer IV on the way. I tell you what, that'll be quite good. Oh, I thought the game ended then. I had a momentary ram spike because oh, big wipe there. Luvnest doesn't need that. 3 squads faced down that conscript, and that's poor positioning by Luvnest. You do not want to leave yourself exposed with that as your retreat path. This is their first match today, that's right. Oh, God! The wipes are incoming! Luvnest is starting to throw here a little bit. He's lost so many squads in rapid succession. Combat engineer, a penal, a conscript. Possibly 2 penals now, is it? Can't afford for this to keep happening. Su-85 has been Fausted. Does he have anything watching over? He does have the Panzer IV, but the T-34 is valiantly to the rescue. Look at Luvnest, though. Calm, cool, and collected. He may be out of position, getting wiped a little bit, but at least he's capping victory points. Ah, thank you, Pompey. The Raketenwerfer got wiped and recrewed twice, but I will now just clarify how many wipes Luvnest has had this game. When I hear the announcer speak, sometimes I just try and cover myself in case I miss something terrible. Ooh, nice flank by the Panzer IV. I haven't missed that one. Luvnest seems to have done. He's not reacted, though. Has he? Damage engine on the Su-85. That was unfortunate. Oh, penetrates the front. Panzer IV. T-34 is coming to try and mitigate. We don't have the second one anywhere to be seen, though. We do, however, have the PTAB. It's in a corridor of fire here. Very fortunate for Kimbo, he didn't fall victim to that. He has gone for the Su-85. Very fortunately so for him. Luvnest had the right idea, but the wrong execution, and is now punished, losing his Su-85. Oh, and the T-70 could go down. Indeed, it does. Kimbo is on fire right now, and most of Luvnest's forces are. Could be losing this Panzer, though. No! Abandoned? Look at the tap map. There's barely anything to be seen. This is a gift. An absolute gift to Luvnest. Oh, Tannenbaum. Oh, Tannenbaum. How Kimbo smiles upon ye. And, you know, there you go, Luvnest. That's a little treat for you. It's a 1 in 20 chance, ladies and gentlemen, for the abandon to happen. I'd like to see a poll, by the way. Can we have a moderator or anybody make a straw poll? Very simple, no memes, please. Do you think abandon should be a part of the GCS2 live tournament in September or not? Do you think it should be in a competitive mode, a competitive kind of tournament, or shouldn't it be? It's just a yes or no question. Should it be in the game or not? Just want to hear your thoughts. You need to start a straw poll, though, please. No, I can't look at chat. I will see the results, so I'm just genuinely curious. Panzer IV going in with its combat blitz engaged. Going for another shot now. T-34 is fearful for its life. Oh, so close yet so far away is Kimbo. Penal battalions have had to be rebuilt. Oh, and look at that. He's using 2 combat engineers to wisely repair the Panzer IV, and he'll soon have it. Thank you, Refero. Please respond to Refero's. I will use this as genuine feedback. if we did anything, it would be up to the players. Oh my lord, what a horrific crit for Kimbo there. He should have seen that one coming. There's so much ordnance. And was that the Panzer IV's first fire on the battlefield? That was hilarious. Swinging back in Luvnest's favour now. What a crazy game. Look at the tanks Luvnest has. You've got a 76mm. You've got this one that's stricken back here. And this Panzer IV. Here come the Raketenwerfers though. He's still got these to scare Kimbo. He cloaked at the wrong moment. He was revealed there. I tell you what, this game's crazy. Let's just pause it for a moment just to check out the stats. Just give ourselves a moment pause. We know Kimbo's suffering on victory points, but I just want to get a tail of the tape right now. And this game's crazy, so I don't want to miss anything. Army value-wise, it's at that right now. Points held, swung, and it's just meeting. We're equal on points held. Although I do notice Kimbo just got a momentary cut-off. In terms of KD, we're at that. So Luvnest has slight superiority thanks to that sniper. We'll check out its kills in a moment. And we'll just check on squad wipes. For Kimbo, he's lost 3 Foch Grenadiers, a Stern Pioneer, obviously the MG34, and he's had his Raketenwerfer decrewed 4 times. He's lost a Panzer IV, which is now in Luvnest's hands, and the Flak half-track. Let's do the relic shuffle. 1, 2, 3. That's how you have to change for players, by the way. Luvnest has lost a conscript, 3 combat engineers. He's lost a T-70, an Su-85, and the M3. So you'd have to say it's looking good for Luvnest in terms of veterancy. And just look at what he has. He has victory point control as well. And yeah, it's going in his favour. Kimbo's trying his hardest, but Luvnest looks in distinct control. Very, very similar in terms of the tail of the tape to that Stuve Jessulan game that we all loved to watch earlier.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Oh, and a penal squad, of course. Minor correction there, much appreciated.
Supply lines have been cut.
Soviet gunners, of course, not as good in their Panzer IV, missing wildly there. That is very much just a joke. I'm pretty sure the game files don't change if you read through it. Whoa, nice from Luvnest. Oh, that's so lucky to escape. Stern Pioneers coming as quickly as they can. Will the Panzer IV take out the Panzer IV? No, it won't. It does eat some shots from the sphere, but they won't penetrate. It'll be fine. Absolutely fine. And let's take this momentary lull in action to have a look at the straw poll. I think they should, yes. And it's not as close as I thought. It's not as far away as I thought it'd be. I think people would most rather see abandoned. And the reason I think it should be in the game is it's a small chance. Everybody knows it's 1 in 20. And it kind of punishes mobile defense play and crazy Puma rushes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's kind of a mitigating factor in the balance right now, so I'm kind of okay with it. I didn't used to be, but relative to the balance right now, I'm okay with it. We're not using all exploits, by the way. Somebody just said we're using exploits in chat. We're not. Only ones that the players come forth with and is publicly stated on the GCS2 rules. Any other exploit is banned, unless the players have stated what it is. And the way I reason it is if Relic have had chance to fix it and they have not done so, it's fine. If it's a new one, like completely fresh, and Relic have been told about it and they have not had chance to fix it, it's not fine. But or if it's unfixable, it's not fine. But if it's fixable and they have chosen not to fix it, you know, it's all fair in love and war. In this case, war. The sniper's now up to, wow, 30th kill. Celebrating his anniversary there. Anniversary of death and murder. Ooh. Big shot from the SU, the newly built SU. A perfect weapon for Luvnest. And Kimbo's left himself exposed. He is on focused vehicle now, but Kimbo's gone back into his line of sight. An unlucky miss. Meanwhile, we've had the death of this T-34 over here. Good from the Raketenwerfers. Unfortunately not captured on camera, but the 2 engagements in the battle at the same time. It's Panzer 4 versus Panzer 4. Who will win? Will it be Panzer 4 or Panzer 4? Can we get a straw poll? Guys in chat, who do you reckon will win this one? I want to know. Looks like the Panzer 4 might have it. Panzer 4 starting to look strong, though. Had a good combat blitz by the Panzer 4, but here comes the Su-85 to spoil the party and to make it an unfair test. Nice shot, though. I tell you what, the red Panzer 4 could win. That's crazy. SU's been pushed away by the threat of a Faust. That's why I say Kimbo's a good player. He has decent plays like that, and they do work for him. Kimbo's got 2 victory points all of a sudden. Where's he gotten this from? He's pulling out the bag. It's all about the tank meta in this game. Furrow with... right, okay, it's an interesting poll. Let me have a think about this. Gonna say the Panzer 4. Wow. Top Panzer 4 massively in favour. Shows how much I know about the game. Clearly don't know what the hell I'm on about. Where's Dan when you need him? I saw Stormless would have helped in that situation. He would have gone for the other. He balances out his casters. Everyone knows I'm biased though, so, you know, it's fine. Oh, big shot there. Will we see another one? Rakettenwerfer's coming in. It's bait, it's a trap! Su-85 knows it. Luvnest is way too savvy for that kind of stuff. They were uncloaked though, of course, and this is on focus sight, so he will have seen it coming. But it might be too late anyway. The Rakettenwerfers are getting right deep in there. Oh my god, he's left himself exposed! Big shot, Rakettenwerfers. Lucky to escape. And this Maxim was a hero there. An absolute hero. Nice by Kimbo, by the way. Good by the MG34, of course, still alive. It's now Veterancy 2. It's unkillable, thanks to it being a 6-man squad and having a huge line of sight. Ready for hors d'oeuvres. The female Su-85 crews are very, very hungry. Complaining about the service there. Valiant Assault has been used reasonably well by Kimbo. One minor criticism, I always like to see it from multiple angles. So I think an assault where you come from, say, this angle and swoop in behind, instead of just going through the front, would be very pleasurable. So myself. So having a look at the fuel count of Kimbo, he's got a hell of a lot. I wonder if he's got all 3 trucks. He does indeed not have 3 trucks. He has 2 still. So no KT. Tripping the tripwires. Panzer 4 coming forth. Look at that tree, that's beautiful rendering. Rakettenwerfer's in a good position, gets a shot, there we go. Here comes those penals though. Stern Pioneers. Oh! Could be finishing the job! Sturmgewehrs, where was your accuracy? And look at this from Kimbo, another incredible tactical manoeuvre. Straight into the Maxim. This is fantastic. Oh, he managed to get a incendiary grenade off. All that medium cover in the centre. If you're wondering why that was possible in this game, you know, you're thinking tactically that shouldn't be possible. Nice by the... what? No way is the MG34 gone down and out! Kimbo with a great win there. If you're wondering why that was possible, by the way, it's because of this medium cover along these craters here. Look at my cursor going yellow. Kimbo's winning! How is this possible? Impossible! Panzer 4 pushed back. Oh, Rakettenwerfers! Kimbo with huge damage! Will he get the final shots in? One more necessitated. No, he doesn't need it. It burns up. Roman candle. And the streets of Warszawa let out a mighty roar there as the #1 Polish player in the world, eclipsing his compatriots, Barton, Prodigli, Captain S. Price. I think Kimbo is safely the best Polish player now. And he's a hell of a player. You got to hand it to him. This has been a fantastic game. No more choking for this tournament. He's not. He's breathing very well. He's got a full tank of gas. And despite being on the back foot in this game, he's well and truly in it. well and truly in it. Look at that beautiful crossing in the woods. Dawn on the bloodshed and destruction that lies before today's sun. It's did we just see a huge tripwire flare? Oh, and the Panzerwehr is out. The third. That was a dead Volksgrenadier, by the way. Vet 5 dead Volksgrenadier. I thought that was going to retreat. It just didn't. I panned away thinking that's going to retreat, and it never happened. You can't predict these things sometimes. Kimbo showing a little bit of fatigue, maybe? Maybe just a momentary lapse of concentration. I mean, the problem with Code 2 as a format is it very much becomes an endurance battle as the game wears on. Look at this tandem of destruction. And look at this Panzer IV on the flank. Kimbo's on a merciless streak here. Look at these Raketenwerfers. Is he sacrificing a Vet 4? Yes, he does. That was wonderful by Kimbo. And the Panzer IV survives. PTAB takes out one of the Raketenwerfers and stuns the Panzer IV, but it's just not working for Luvnest. Oh, and Kimbo's going in for the kill yet again. This is the Kimbo warned us about. People said he was cocky. People said he was only good because he was ghosting. And poor old AE was made to watch 20 Kimbo replays. And because people also said he was map hacking, I had to watch 20 Kimbo replays. I did. And the more I watched him, the more I was convinced something was up. And then it dawned on me. He's just really good at company heroes. It may be unfortunate for the chat. It may be unfortunate for some of the players he torments by stream sniping them. But the sad matter of fact, if you don't like Kimbo, is he is just very, very, very good. No crazy adjectives from AE here. He's just very, very good at the game. A little bit of Orwellian 1984 speak there. Double plus good. But he just is. I know he plays the game well. He's got good feel for it. He's got less hours than people that have many more hours than himself. He's only really been playing properly for the past year. And he's clearly, despite his trolling, he's a very intelligent young man, 17 years old. And despite his trolling, he's certainly got a very decent feel. Much like some of the people in chat, for example, like iCam. You can just tell somebody that's got an intelligent take on the game. I spoke to Kimbo in private, and I wasn't impressed by his sense of humour. Didn't find him very funny, found him quite immature, but I was impressed by his feel for the game and his knowledge. I genuinely was, and I wouldn't talk somebody up unless they deserved it. I was impressed by his knowledge of the game, I must say. And I think this is vindication of that intro I gave him against Von Ivan. He showed a good deal of resilience against Luvnest here. And this ain't rusty Luvnest anymore. He's not exactly his GCS1 Luvnest yet, but he's playing well. Just in this case, Kimbo's played a little bit better. He's picked at the right moments, he's pushed at the right time. And look at this, he's beginning to start to attack from multiple angles, which is very pleasurable if you like that kind of... Oh, bad camera work, awful. I meant to pan over here somewhere. That's why we have Stormless on camera, if you're wondering. I get very rusty at controlling it, and I'm not quite as good. Stormless should be back for the next game. He didn't have the map for this one, and I don't think we should have ever restarted this one. I think it's been a fantastic competitive battle. Panzer IV rushing in, Veterancy 5. Huge shots. He's going for the kill, is he? There is an anti-tank satchel waiting for him. One model less now. Zisgun sets up on retreat. It's not going to matter too much, though, in all honesty. Oh, dear Lord. It's not going to matter much at all with squad wipes like that. Let's just check out the veterancy. If you like veterancy, now's your time. This is uber... Oh, my God. The Zisgun's out of position. He's going around the sides. Don't like it a damn bit. Zisgun needs to reverse out of there. We've had a good deal of damage from those anti-tank assault, grenade assaults, whatever the hell it's called. It's too little, too late, though. Panzer IV on the warpath. Zisgun can't even set up. It needs to get into base because it needs to start reinforcing. There you go. Oh, and it's shown. It's a miss micro by Luvnest. A horrendous miss micro. He's shown the fleshy rear side. Much like a young student in a nightclub, you never expose the fleshy rear. That's what I always used to say to my friends. Just make sure you dance in a group and you keep your thumbs over your bottles. This is Leeds. I went to university in Leeds. It wasn't a pleasant experience at times. Oh yeah, what was I doing? I wanted to show the veterancy on the thing. I've got the vet mod. It's really cool. Look at that. Ooh, that's cool. Vet 5, that does that. Vet 4 does that. That's pretty nice. Vet 3, nice. And Vet 2. So, that was probably too quick. I'll do Vet 3, Vet 4, Vet 5 again for you. How wonderful. That's incredibly powerful. One would say overly so. Some PTRSs here if he needs them. Does he need them, though? That's the thing. Look at this Raketenwerfer. Sneaky bastard Raketenwerfer. Hiding. Waiting. Pondering his next strike. This Vet 3 T-3476, the only tank Luvnest possesses. Because he's having to spend all his manpower. Ooh, is he going to have to... No, he's going to be fine. He's going for this here, and that's a sight blocker, so he should be fine. Might go onto Luvnest's field of view if it comes to it. Ooh, one Raketenwerfer was found out. Sniper punishes him. Ooh, bit of slow to push the weapon there. A bit of death animation stuff. Ooh, let's get on that fog of war. That's what Luvnest can see. He spotted him! That was my impression of the Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 1 noise. It's not quite like that. It's more high-pitched. That's kind of the pitch, but not the noise. Oh, look at this incredible play by Kimbo. He's clicked the button, and he's marching in there. Not marching, he's sprinting in there. Dash, dash. The name was Erika. Whatever, however that goes. I can't sing in German marching songs, but I'm sure there's many of Erebor that loves the sight of men in leather shorts running about. And there you go. It's perfect. And Luvnest has been forced to throw in the towel. That was fantastic comeback by Kimbo. An amazing assault in the first half by Luvnest, but Kimbo just seemed to find himself. He just seemed to find himself. Don't have my webcam on right now. Still hooked up to Skype with Danny Boy. I'm sure we'll be coming back very shortly, so I'll just stay in the game. What an awesome game. Let's have a little look at some of the heroes of that game. We've got the sniper on 52 kills. Doesn't matter. Vet 5, Panzer IV on 45 kills, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. 2 vehicles destroyed as well. Holy crap. And Dan's here. How are you doing, Sunshine?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Did we solve the map thing?
No, unfortunately, it's not the Stone Panther couldn't get it working either. So, yes.
So will the players play on a different map then?
I think the best thing to do if you want me involved is to do the 2v2 map with positions 1 and 3.
Ooh, okay then. Do the players agree with that? Have you set that up with the players?
Yeah, Luvnest is agreed to that.
Is Kimbo?
I don't know. I don't have Kimbo on Steam.
Oh, he's in that chat though.
There's no... Yeah. Need to restart Skype.
Skype? That malicious malware.
There you go. Can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to pump up my stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing so now. Let me just find the chat.